Saudi king opens religious tolerance center in Europe. Saudi king opens religious tolerance center in Europe. That's a laugh. Gaza terrorists break into home and stab girl. They don't say the girl was Jewish or she was Israeli. According to Reuters, it could only be a girl. If she's Jewish, she's a girl. If she's Palestinian, then she has an identity, a national identity. But in this case, the Gaza terrorists broke into a Jewish home and stabbed a girl. And Israeli soldiers shot and killed him when he tried to escape. So 1-855-400-7282. Let's take some calls on these topics of females in the frontline units, abortion and breast cancer, the links that are shown in the literature, any of the other topics that I've touched on today, and also there's a couple of other topics on michaelsavage.com that you should not overlook, and I don't want to bring them all up. Then there's too many topics, too many balls in play, and people can't hold them in their mind. So let's stay focused. Let's go to Las Vegas. David, welcome to the Savage Nation. What's your opinion on the women in the frontline units?
Hi, Dr. Savage. I'm just calling to say, as being a combat veteran with this, they always say they want to, but the point being, what I've seen, it's possible. It's impossible for them. Just the body weight to gear ratio. How are they going to wear full pack, sack, and bandolier and weapon, and as you said earlier, carry someone out? My best friend was 150 pounds with full gear. He was 190. Now, how are they going to be able to...
Well, it's the same way women serve in fire departments. And they do it in order to make certain that they get the benefits of fire departments. When they have to lift the hose, many of them rush out and scream that they need a hydration break. That's been going on here in San Francisco for years. They ask the firemen who actually carry the big hoses and who actually rush up the ladders. The women are usually hiding behind the car because they're the commanders. They make them commanders immediately. Did you know that, David?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way the feminists want it. They say they're in frontline combat units, but they won't be in frontline combat units. They will be sequestered in the bunkers behind the lines, directing the men into the line of fire. Then they can get combat pay and also combat advancement. They won't actually be in the front lines. You understand how that works, David?
Oh, absolutely. They'll move up, and it's just because a lot of them, they couldn't move up with things in their rank. They get tired if they can't, get some higher rank, usually to try to romance them and move up by using that against them.
That's what you do with fire departments. You put them in the fire department, and then if they're too small to carry a hose during a blaze, you make them a captain so they can have a bullhorn somewhere, let's say several blocks away or in a command center. Isn't that? I mean, that's wonderful. That's what's going to happen with the military, just as sure as I'm sitting here. We're sending you a free copy of my great new book, Train Tracks, available in bookstores everywhere. Let's take another caller on the women in combat. I think this is a great topic. I'm actually feeling that we're getting somewhere with a topic that has so many ramifications for our national security, for group cohesion, for the survival of America itself. And yet, what would you expect with Barack Obama as president and Leon, the Professor Panetta, as defense secretary? Would you expect anything less than the complete destruction of unit cohesion? Would you expect anything less than that from them? How can you? Are you that blinded to their ideology that you wouldn't expect that? Las Vegas, David, thank you very much for that call. Here's a man who served in Afghanistan. Mike in Memphis, Tennessee. Tell us your experience about women in combat.
Yes, I served in Afghanistan, and I had female soldiers in every section of every unit, and they're already there.
Right, but we're talking about now. Were they serving in like front lines in combat?
I wasn't technically infantry or anything like that, but we were going out all the time, all over the country, everywhere but the far western edge, and we always had females with us. They were driving the Humvees.
Mike, no one is saying women shouldn't serve in the military. Women are very tough. Women are very brave. Women are